survive.
You okay?
You break my ribs.
What a sister's for. Especially new ones. Well, sit down.
Yeah, how was the trip?
Oh, we've just come from the hotel.
No, I mean the trip down.
Oh, good, thank you.
You flew down?
Yes.
Well, we'll make a cuppa.
Yeah, right, son.
Hey, she's terrific. Doesn't look a bit like you. Lucky, isn't she?
Find it all hard to take in.
Me too.
I have thought of you, you know, a lot. I was going to try to find you umpteen times, but that would have been tracking down your mother. The way things were between us, I just couldn't. Does that make any sort of sense to you?
Yes.
Oh, I know it's a rotten excuse for not trying. Well, I mean, I didn't know what type of life you were having.
It's okay, I understand. It was obviously meant to happen the way it has. And I'm glad. At least I found out I could stand on my own 2 feet. At least I was able to do it. A new city, new dad. What more could you want? And I'm really looking forward to meeting your wife. John's crazy about her.
Yes, we all are.
Can't get over the gardens up here.
It's the mountain air.
Hello, love. Hi. Look what I bought. The man gave it to me for $1.50.
Oh, we're regular customers, mind you.
Who's that to?
Bill, I filled him in on everything for the week.
Does he really want to know, Susie?
That's my business, isn't it?
Susie.
I'm sorry, Nan. It's a bit touchy, that's all.
That's all right, dear.
Well, I'm going to post this. They still have those Butte homemade marshmallows down at Jackson's?
Oh, you'll have to put your skates on. They sell out as fast as the raspberries.
Oh, you just make sure there's a decent fire to toast them on tonight.
Well, isn't there always?
Be about half an hour.
She knows you love marshmallows.
Guess what? I'm staying.
Oh, that's great. Thanks, Dad.
Well, I couldn't have us stuck in a hotel. Look, you have it here. I'll ring your mum.
Well, I hope Nan and Pop got the smelling salts ready.
Pour me a cup. I won't be long.
Yeah. Sit down and have it.
I think I'll have a rest, dear.
Okay, Mum. I'll get it. I'll get it. Hello?
Beryl? Lover, it's only me.
Something wrong?
No, typical. I was just wondering how things were up there.
Oh, okay. Susie's still a bit funny, but you know.
Well, how was your mum and dad?
Same as usual. You want to talk to Daddy? He's out of the woodwork.
Oh, no, don't disturb him.
What's going on there? Are the kids having a party or something?
No. Beryl, I've got something important to tell you. I just wish it wasn't over the phone, that's all.
What? What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. It's good news. It's something I should have told you a long time ago. See, John wasn't the only baby Patricia had. He had a sister, a twin sister. He met up with her when he was in Sydney and he's brought her back. She's here now. Beryl?
I'll come home straight away. There's a train from Woodend at 5 o'clock.
Look, love, I don't think that's a good idea. It's been a bit of a shock. I'd like to have a bit of time with her first, if you see what I mean.
Yes, of course.
Give my regards to Susie and your mum and dad. You'll like it.
Sure I will.
I love you.
Yes, I love you too.
I'll see you in a couple of days. Bye, Curly.
You're full of beans.
I had a call from David.
Oh, the head bachelor. And how are they managing without you?
They seem to be managing very well. Hello? What visitors?
Well, let's go and welcome them, shall we?
Well, will you look at who it is? Nick Ryan. We were only talking about you the other day.
G'day, Beryl. I can call you Beryl now.
I knew you'd be a shock to her.
How are you, Bob?
Well, to think a snotty-nosed little monster could turn out so well. What are you doing here?
Oh, he pops in most weekends.
All the way from Ararat?
No, Melbourne-based now. My own truck, I hope you've noticed.
Oh, very good.
Well, come on in for a beer. It's the only reason he ever calls.
Oh, Bob, you used to drive me insane. I'm doing my apron strings all the time and calling me Beryl. Cheeky young pup you were.
Still am.
Oh, get out.
I should open a pub for him.
Yeah, all for you.
Let's see, it'll be about, what, 3 years since we saw you last?
I've grown up a bit since then.
I was sorry to hear about you and Cheryl.
See how it goes. A couple of silly kids, that's all. Everyone told us we were mad, but who listens when you're that age?
No, it's very hard.
Still, wouldn't be me if I didn't do things the hard way. I still get to see Stevie every second weekend. And every other weekend, I pop up and visit these two youngsters.
Careful or you won't be invited to tea and you'll miss out on meeting Susan.
Susan? Your little girl? Is she with you?
I think you're in for a surprise, young man.
Where is she?
Down at the store getting some marshmallows.
Ah, wacko, marshmallows and a log fire.
Well, he seemed to be short of kindling, too.
Oh, subtle, isn't he? G'day. Blimey, Beryl was right.
Excuse me?
You don't remember me, eh?
No,
Ararat? I met you with your mum when you were about, 7 or 8?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, wasting my time chopping that stuff. You got enough here to start a fire?
It'll do until next time.
Yeah, nothing like toasted marshmallows, eh?
I bought them for my grandmother.
I hear on the grapevine your father is thinking of getting rid of Wombai.
Not just thinking.
How'd you like to increase your kitty?
I'm always interested in that.
The offer your father's had is a snow job by the company, and I'd like to get in first.
You want to buy Wombai?
All you have to do is convince him to sell to me. And, of course, don't let him know there's a mining company behind the original offer.
Brian, you're off your head. Number one, he doesn't like me. Number two, he doesn't like you.
Oh. Nice packet in it for you.
Do you think there are minerals on the land?
Well, why else would they want to buy it?
Well, there is a possibility. got my trust fund money. If I could con him into thinking that I wanted to buy the property, you'd have a deal. A goodwill gesture on my part, doing the right thing by the family, all that.
And the deal?
Half shares. You come up with half the capital as my silent partner.
Oh, split down the middle.
It's the best you're going to get.
Well, not much choice, is there? Well, while we're at it, I might as well go for broke.
Meaning?
Property next door to Woombye. Do you know the owner?
Yeah, I know.
So, work on her.
Sure. Worth a try.
Drag out the sex appeal, old son. She won't be able to resist you.
Oh, you should have seen the look on his face when I told him he was old enough to be my father. I did. See you later, love. Oh, another charmer.
Hi.
Hi. How are you, Fiona?
In need of a drink. Goodbye.
Oh. Well, I'm nearly ready. Where are we going?
That little place down at McMahon's Point.
Oh, great.
You know, I get the brush off every time I see her.
Rubbish.
Well, she'd give me a chance. I'd like to get to know her.
I'd like you to as well. You know, she's a sucker for a good time. We should take her out somewhere.
Okay. Lunch tomorrow. We'll find a really nice restaurant.
I know what she'd prefer.
Oh, yeah?
Picnic.
You mean at the beach with flies and sand
Yeah,
and...
all that stuff. Fiona's bonkers about it.
Okay. If you think a picnic.
A picnic it is.
Wow, will you look at that? Ah.
Here you go.
What do I want that for? This is supposed to be a picnic. I don't want any luxuries. Well, maybe some. Now, Jill, roll mops?
No, I think I'll just have some beef, thanks.
Oh, come on. You've got to try everything. Oh, this takes me back a few years. Oh, I had a picnic in practically the same spot as this. He was a knight or a ballet dancer or something. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, did he stack on a turn? Because the food wasn't really as good as this. I mean, I had done it myself, but the wine, oh, the wine. I mean, you'd think somebody like him would have known better. It was vile. I mean, vile. He kept filling up my glass, and I kept tipping it out every time he wasn't looking. There were an awful lot of drunken sandpies on that day. Oh, well, come on, Wayne. Have a glass of champagne, dear. Oh, yes. Yes, here you go.
Enjoy that?
Oh, it's wondrous to be absolutely piggish. Well, every once so often. Oh,
Hope the champagne's okay.
You've done very well, young man.
I know you haven't got much time for me because of John.
What's your story?
It was the wrong time, that's all. I didn't like working at the stud, and I've got to admit I was pretty hopeless at running it. John caught me at about the worst possible time anyone could.
No feeling for dumb animals, eh?
Well, I'm a lot happier now. I'm working with investments. If you're not happy with your job, well, it makes a hell of a difference in your attitude towards everything else.
Couldn't agree more.
You know, Dad's had an offer for Woombye.
No. No, I didn't.
I just thought you might have had an offer too.
No. But it wouldn't do any good, anyone trying to get me to sell. My property stays right where it is and right who it's with. I think I might go and have a bit of a paddle with Jill. Clean up the mess, would you, darling? Oh, that was a lovely lunch.
Old cow.
Your charm is slipping, old son.
Didn't want to move too quickly. All I wanted to do was put the idea into her head. It'll be a different story when I actually make an offer. Everybody's got their price. Cheers.
Oh, wow. I am full to pussy's bow. I feel wonderful.
Wayne certainly put on a spread, didn't he?
Oh, that was the best bit of buttering up I've had in years. Oh, wow. Oh, come on, darling. I'm not as dumb as I look. Well, what's wrong with that? We had a lovely day. I know it was all for your benefit. You're lucky to have someone with a bit of cash so interested in you.
Oh, no. I'm still not really sure about him. I know what he can be like.
but you can't help yourself. You like him.
Yeah, for some unknown reason.
It was nice to hear him talk about John the way he did. You know, I think he might have meant it. Oh, you couldn't rustle up a soda water for an old glutton, could you?
Carl, you showed him, son.
How do you manage to leap hurdles like that? I don't, because I've got long legs. He used to walk over fences when he was 3. Yeah,
John?
Mr. Wood.
Glad I caught you. I wanted to congratulate you on clearing your name. I hope you won't hold my previous attitude against me.
Well, no worries, Mr. Wood. It looked pretty bad at the time.
Your young lady must be proud of you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Wood, my daughter Angela.
I had no idea you had another daughter.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm a bit of an outcast. I've spent most of my time up in Sydney.
Ah, nice place.
Yes.
Well, we better get going. The wife's been on a holiday and we've got to clean the place up before she sees it.
Okay.
Bye, Mr. Wood.
Bye.
Beautiful view of Melbourne.
I've seen it before. Susan! Susan! I don't know what's got into you. It was bad enough when you went to bed last night, straight after dinner. And today you've been like a bear with a sore head. Mick was just trying to be nice.
Oh, he's so nice. He's sickening. He never shuts up. You can tell he doesn't mean a word of it.
Your information, young lady. That young man's little boy is dying of a terrible disease, and it's tearing the hell out of him. But you don't see him going around being snide and ungrateful and rude to people. I think it's time you took a leaf out of his book.
Well, thanks again for the food, the good looks and the beer.
You've got enough vegetables there to last you for a month.
Oh, I'll need them to keep up my strength. Well, back to the big bad city.
Cheerio, Mick.
Bet the cockroaches have taken over my room while I've been away.
You want to make them go halves of the rent?
Wish I could. See you all.
Okay. Sure you've got enough carrots there?
Fast.
Come on. Well, I'll talk to David about that business.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I'll drop by sometime next week.
Okay.
Bye.
I think we should pack up tonight. I want to be home early tomorrow.
Oh, I must enjoyed that.
You're off your head.
Oh, well, I hardly ever saw the kitchen at home. We had a woman who used to come in and do all the cooking and cleaning.
Oh, yeah, so do we. She's up at Macedon.
I'll tell her that when I meet her. Can you help me with the cups, please, John?
Poor old fella, having twins has knocked him out.
I'm really going to like it here, you know, Dad?
Come on, you poor old thing.
Oh, it's the fire. Always gets me this way.
It's the number of years you've been sitting in front of them. Good night, darling.
No, Mum.
See you in the morning.
Thanks for putting up with me.
Don't be silly.
Good idea.
No, really, it's been good for me. Night.
Good night, Susie.
Night, Grandad.
Night, night, girls.
Good night.
Sorry I was so rotten to Mick, Mum. Just been so peaceful up here, and then suddenly there he was.
I know what you're trying to say, love. Sit down a minute, will you? I've got something I should tell you. It's nothing bad. I had a phone call from your father. I didn't say anything because I don't know why. I suppose I needed time to think about it myself. That's why I was a bit snitchy with you. When we get back tomorrow, there'll be somebody else there. John's twin sister. You see, Father told me about John. You know most of what happened. But seems there was more to it than that. There was a girl born as well. Somehow the awful thing was when Dad rang me.
couldn't help get the feeling that he was glad I wasn't there. That he wanted to hang up. I told him I could catch the 5 o'clock train, but he didn't want me to.
Mum, you're imagining things.
Maybe I am. But I'm frightened, love. You see, I really found out about John, mainly through Grandad Palmer and your grandmother. All your dad did was admit that what they'd said was true.
Well, it would have been hard for him to talk about.
I know. I tried so many times to get him to be more open about it. It was like it was his big secret. The only thing we never shared. We did share things, love. That's what's been so good. But he never shared that with me. And, I know it sounds stupid, but I've always been scared that John's mother would turn up again one day. And I'm terrified this could even be worse.
Poor old Curly. And I wonder if she's noticed the ever-changing gap in his teeth yet. Hazel Fowler has written to say that old Marlene's husband, Susan's grandpa, is Major Ferguson from PCBH, the freak's father. How could such a nice man be related to both the Palmers and someone like Joan? Thanks for your Reaper letter, Hayes. And thank you to Mrs. Stafford, who outed her son the other day, who, I seem to remember, was at college with me. Hello, Will. So you got thrown out of the Motti Bar for singing the sad theme song, did you? I wonder if the kids you teach now know about your past. And he's not the only one to be outed. Stand up Tracy from Hucknall, whose 13-year-old son remembers the childhood trauma of being whipped out of nursery early without even being allowed to use the potty so that super sad mum could get home in time for her fix. And yes, Tracy's aunt, John Palmer, was in Baywatch, so stop the rows, please. More tomorrow at 1:30.